Longyearbyen is the world's northernmost permanent community. Today, the economy is dominated by tourism and research, but the town was established as a coal mining town more than 100 years ago. Production has slowed over several years and is planned to cease by 2023. The traces of the old mining activities can still be seen scattered through the town, among new hotels, small houses, and large industry.
Like there's so many saying, like when you drive in, like, oh, it's so ugly, like you come in this industrial area and like it's so messy with the scooters and everything. But I think kind of the charm, and it's kind of growing.
This is Lilli Wickström from LPO Architects. We meet her for a talk about what it is like to live and work as an architect in Longyearbyen. According to Lilli, one of the biggest challenges is the division among the population. Longyearbyen is a small but very international town with residents from all over the world.
Det är över 50 nationaliteter som bor här. En population på 3000.
Lilli is working closely with social entrepreneurs in the community to better understand the local needs.
They have been able to open eyes for the segregation and how important kind of the meeting place is. Like if you could just build a simple bench on the by a building that everyone could use, or like could have a huge impact.
The work of an architect on Svalbard is different from most places. Everything has to be shipped or flown in from mainland Norway or Russia. At the same time, the mining settlement is being torn down. This creates a great incentive for the reuse of building materials. But reuse is difficult in practice. Some are hard to persuade, but Lilli believes in the project and can already see changes in the public mindset.
But I think there has been a huge change in attitude, and sometimes people do say that we feel that people think we are extremely naive, and I think like both England, we are quite the same, and I think have a big passion for what we are doing.
Climate change has a huge influence on architecture. Traditionally, buildings in Longyearbyen stands on pillars. This is to ensure that buildings don't heat up the permafrost, causing them to sink into the terrain. The pillars are drilled directly into the ground. Instead of using, for example, concrete, water and permafrost ensure that the buildings are properly grounded. Climate change is making this process more complicated. Higher temperatures means you have to dig deeper to reach the permafrost.
De nyeste byggen så har man prøvet å pille ned til bakken, altså til bjergen som ligger inn. Og det kan variere rimelig mye hvor dypt det er. Der tror jeg de har boret ned til å være 38 meter.
As temperatures rise, the landscape in and around the town will become increasingly fluid. This creates more frequent landslides and avalanches. To adapt to this risk, LPA architects have been developing strategies on how to relocate part of the town to areas outside the avalanche danger zones.